Well, thank you guys for joining us this Tuesday at 7. We are here to talk with Neil, and you give us the official title. It's the Akron.
It's the Akron Independent Horror Short Film Festival.
And the important part is independent, short, horror. Like every word is important. You're probably like, I can't take anything out of that,
yeah,
right?
No, definitely. It's AIHSFF, right? So, yeah, it's a long one.
It's long, but I think all those words are important. And we're going to be talking about that, too. We appreciate you guys joining us. If you were with us last week, we got a sneak peek behind Nightmare Cleveland, which is one of Cleveland's, like, top. I don't even know that I want to call it a haunted house, because it's more than that. It's a horror experience. And we had a great peek, a great interview with some of the top folks in the industry. And if you shared that video last week, your name is in this hat. And if Neil draws your name, he's going to choose a winner. And unfortunately, he's going to choose, probably about another 40 losers.
No pressure.
But if your name gets chosen, you get a pair of VIP tickets. That means that you don't have to wait. Your name will be up in the VIP section. You're going to walk right up. Don't stand in line and get a chance to experience that show. And so, Neil, let's start it right off. Go ahead and pull one of those.
Okay. We have Mike Miller.
Mike Miller. No relation. Mike. Can you see that? Thank you, Mike, for sharing. We're going to take your name. We'll get those VIPs set up, and so we'll message you. But we appreciate sharing last week. And what we're hoping you do is we hope you share this video, too, because the cause is important. And when you share, there's a button in the very bottom left-hand of your screen, and when you share, it'll guide you through that. You could share it to your friends list. You could share it to an individual. You could share it to a group. But when you share, the information goes out, and hopefully this will promote this film festivals for many years as well, so it'll continue.
100%, yep.
Tell us where we're at.
We are at the beautiful, historic Akron Civic Theater right here on Main Street in Akron, Ohio.
And this place, this is not a brand new theater. This theater is, we were just talking right before we went live, almost.
It'll be 100 years old. They'll celebrate the centennial in 2029, I believe. Yeah, it first opened as actually a movie house in 1929. So, yeah, it is one of 5 of atmospheric theaters still left in the U.S. So, like, you look up and you see stars and, like, clouds move across the sky and different things. If you've never been here, it's the theater itself, outside of the great entertainment that it provides, is just a spectacle to see, right? So it's very cool.
I'm going to hand this to Craig here just to get it out of my hand. Almost 100-year theater. The inside is amazing, but the outside here is, you don't see these on new theaters.
No.
The marquees. And, like, can you get kind of a look at this? So this is are we facing north here?
I have no idea.
I think we're facing north-ish here. So this would kind of be the left side of the building if you're looking at the marquee.
100%. So, yeah, if you're looking at the marquee, this is the left side of the building. This is the newly installed PNC Plaza, right? So that way, if and when in the future and coming up, they can do small events, mixers, different things out here. This goes right inside to the
goes right
theater.
Inside?
Yeah, right
We've
here.
Got a...
Well, this whole space right here is Lock 3, right? So the city of Akron has a bunch of festivals and events that go on all summers long. They've moved it over to the street over here for this year, but they're doing a major $1 million renovation to this area right here. They do pizza festivals, hamburger festivals, rib, white, and blue festivals. There's a lot to love here in Akron, Ohio, and there's a lot to get excited about. It's very a community-based city. Never nothing to do here, right?
And I think that's an important note is, like, why Akron? Like, what draws you to Akron?
I just love this city. I'm actually very fortunate to be moving to Akron next week, and I feel like that it's a small town mindset in a mid-sized town, right? It's not the biggest town, and it doesn't want to be the biggest town. It's just full of good people, just want to have a good time. There's a great arts community. There's a great food scene. There's the backbone of it, just great people here, right?
And when I take a look at just like the work, the artwork on the outside of this brick building, it's pretty striking.
This mural right here was just done, I don't know, a month ago.
This digital board too? I mean, you got high tech on a 100-year building and great artwork, and this one you said is just recently done, huh?
Just recently done. I couldn't tell you the artist, but I know that they're more than likely from Akron, Ohio, right? But it is...
The farther you step back, the more it shifts, right?
It's good. I mean, you can see it from the street, and then coming in, so, not just performance, but visual art and different things to just beautify, and make Akron a great place to be.
Yeah.
So,
but this building, I mean, we're here to see this building, but we're talking about independent horror short films.
100%.
That's going to be held in here, and to have a screen and to be in such a striking place is cool. But we're talking about horror films, right?
Horror films, 100%. We've got this Saturday. We're showing 25 only Ohio filmmakers. We had about 50-ish submissions, and about half of them made it into the festival. And I can, maybe biasly, but honestly say that they are such great quality films. They're entertaining, they're fun, they're scary, they're gory, and it runs the gambit of funny, psychological, just gross out kind of horror stuff. Yeah. And lots of area filmmakers that have either been here or been involved. Ron George, Matthew Mark Hunter, BJ Halassa, just a bunch of films that I'm excited to see on this beautiful theater, this big stage-sized screen and surround sound, and it's going to be a great event. So,
really quickly, and we'll come back to it again. The tickets. How much are the tickets?
Tickets are $15. Some fees apply, right? $15, and you can get them at AkronCivic.com or just walk up with cash the night of.
Gotcha.
6 p.m. on Saturday it starts.
Perfect. So somebody will place that. What's that website again?
It's AkronCivic.com.
AkronCivic.com. If somebody will put that in the comments there, just so we have that link, so that people can buy them ahead of time, or like you said, you walk up with $15 cash. There's enough seats in there where you'll get tickets.
Yeah, there's enough seats. We are predicting to have 250 people plus attend the event, but if you want a seat in front, come early, right?
Yeah, there you go. Let's walk a little bit. We appreciate you guys joining us, and Craig, we appreciate you arming the camera. He's been arming the camera for like 6 years.
Amazing.
And he walks with us. I mean, he's always on the move. He keeps an eye on questions. And if you guys have questions, feel free to throw those out as well.
Yeah, we can take a peek in.
Yeah, you can take a peek in. So this is the front. If you're coming Saturday, you're going to walk through here, right?
Correct. Like big, beautiful. The Millennial Theater Project is practicing for their performance of Sweeney Todd coming up this October. It opens October 6th. So that's kind of what they're doing here. We won't disturb them.
Oh.
But,
so this is the Sweeney Todd.
This is the Sweeney Todd, right? So, directed by Ivy. Everybody can say hi, but, we can just walk in a little bit.
Can we walk in?
Yeah, we're not be able to hear, but we can walk out the other door. So we can come through here.
Great stuff that's going... Wow, it's kind of fun. There's magic happening.
There's magic always happening at the Civic Theater, right? There's always something going on. They got Sweeney Todd happening. For horror fans, there is the end of the year is just filled. Starting with the Akron Independent Horror Short Film Festival this Saturday. Sweeney Todd opens up October 6th. We got the best Alice Cooper tribute band, Coop's Nightmare, coming, right? And the Boom Theater is doing Scrooge the musical, right? So, classical horror, if you will, right?
Absolutely.
So there's lots happening and lots to do here in Akron, and especially here at the Akron Civic, right?
So so what is your role? I mean, and it's probably a little bit of everything. You're probably spinning plates and promoting.
Yeah.
So tell us about what your role is with this film festival.
So I am the Akron Independent Horror Short Film Festival director, okay? I am... Well, we put out the call for films, and I recruited films, and then selected our individual panel of judges, right? Judging was based upon, 13 different criteria, including directing, writing, special effects, best gore, creativity, right? Everything that was in here was the best that was submitted, right?
Yeah.
No biases. Of course, judgment, right? Because,
not everybody gets in. Not everybody gets in, right?
Right, and we just have, 25 of just amazing films right here to promote. So,
What excited me was not only are there films, but there's short interludes of other stuff, right?
Yeah. I mean, we have area local legends, right? So we have Johnny K. Wu from MDI. He's doing fight choreography and camera movement, which may be even more important mixed with fight choreography. Ron George is doing low budget special effects and gore. Sarah Smith is doing a segment on just low budget filmmaking in general, right? Like do's and don'ts and how to get the best product with literally zero budget. We also have 2 live performances. We just saw a little bit of the Sweeney cast, right? They are doing a set in intermission 1, just kind of like the best of their selections, right? And then we also have John Donegan and Amy, forgot her last name, but we have John and Amy that are doing acoustic horror hits. Like a 10-minute set of the best horror soundtracks, scores, whatever.
So
right?
for $15, you're supporting Ohio, you're supporting Akron. You're
going
to see some of the best local filmmakers, short filmmakers certainly. You're going to see a lot of horror, mixed bag of everything.
Yeah.
Live performances.
Yep, live performances and a couple of how-to. We are also starting the night with a filmmaker mixer, right? That happens at 4:45 in the night stage. So, if you ever wanted to be in film or you are in film and want to make some connections, come to that, people have been like, hey, can I pitch my ideas and do things? Do whatever you want, but also be willing to hear other people's ideas as well. I think that's always what I tell people. I said, there's no, no, you can't do that or whatever. Pay the $15, come to the mixer and, be open to listen to other people's and help other people out as well. And then to close the night, after our awards ceremony, right, we have a killer karaoke after party in the Civic, right? You don't have to do horror films or things like that, but we're going to go hard for 2 hours doing some karaoke there on the Grand Lobby mezzanine in the Civic.
Yeah. If you have ever been to the Akron Civic Theater, is that right? Did I say that right?
Yeah, Akron Civic Theater.
Akron Civic Theater. Right, then that we've kind of wrapped around, but there's a reason that we're walking around, and that's you saw the magic on the other side,
right?
It's amazing all the way around, and if you've ever been to the Civic Theater, as you're walking across the inside, you're crossing this bridge.
This bridge right through here, right? So this is below ground level, but where these children are playing marbles, you're literally crossing there to get to the you're literally crossing right through here to get to the theater, which is housed in this building right over here. And it always puzzles me, the architecture that when you're going down here below ground level. So
I don't know if you guys can hear, but I think we should step down here for just a bit.
Definitely.
And I think these mics might actually
As long as the know in the comments are like, hey, we can't hear you, then we can turn around.
Yeah, then turn around. If you guys are having trouble hearing us, let us know right away, and we'll do a quick turn. But this is a great space.
100%. So during the summer and different things, this is Lock 4, right? Lock 3 is right over there. They have a stage here. Different people come and perform. I have seen the best gospel choirs just right here in this space, just singing their hearts out, right? Right across the way here, the Civic has a micro theater. That's a black box theater, seats 40-ish to 50 people in it, and they do a lot of local arts and local artists within there. It's very cool.
And then we've got
we've got
water running and
water, yeah. And it's beautiful. We've had some rain, so it's
a little noisier probably than
flowing
it
nicely,
is.
Right? So yeah.
Well, I know that as folks are planning their early weekend, that they'll have some great options, and I think
definitely
to join you guys here is a great one, but. Let's step back up just in case in case we're a little noisy here. But I'm curious, and the curiosity. So we talked about your role at the Civic.
Okay. Yep.
Right. We talked about your passion, but are you a filmmaker? Are you?
So I dabble in the arts, right? Sure, if you make a film, you're a filmmaker, right? Get up, grab your iPhone or Android or whatever, and go make content. You're a filmmaker. So yeah, I mean, traditionally what I do is create videos and promos in support of local theaters, right?
Okay.
So we have 3 to 4 promos coming out of Sweeney Todd. I do it a lot for the Civic. I do it for a small theater in Cleveland called Convergence Continuum. And last year, there were a couple of opportunities so we had a film within a play that we had to do. It's called Home Movie by Eric Mansfield, and these kids are cleaning out this attic, right, and they find this home movie, and they're like, oh, should we watch it, should we not? So they pop it in, and here to come find out, the dad committed this horrendous crime, and this is his confession tape, all right? But he was never caught in it. So the kids have to deal with this fallout in real time, and we filmed the short film and played it while live actors were on stage reacting to the short film, right? And then after it closed at Convergence Continuum, we've sent it to some festivals. We've been in about 5 to 7 of them, right? Just this little, we call it excerpt from Home Movie, right? But yeah, I just like to get my hands dirty, take people's ideas, run with it, have a good time, right? Yeah. Film, marketing, theater, whatever.
Yeah. I'm going to ask you a question here in just a moment, but what I would say is it was quite surprising. I would say it was quite surprising to me because I had joined Matthew Mark Hunter a few years ago for a film, and as I was gathering, I was like, wait a minute. The Tale of the Bone Collector is showing this weekend at 8:08.
Yeah, but Matthew has 2 films in the festival. He has The Tale of the Bone Collector, and he also has... it's on the micro screen, right? Ask me about the micro screen in a bit, but it's on the micro screen.
Feel free to pull it up.
Yeah, let's pull it up. It's The Tale of the Bone Collector and The Lord's Ladies.
You know what? Leave it. Yeah. Oh, The Lord's Ladies.
The Lord's Ladies.
Leave that open if you would.
Yeah, definitely.
Give us a quick kind of rundown of the list. I mean, even if it's just the filmmaker.
Opening up the festival, we have Pull Yourself Together, which was written by an Akron native, Blake Newman, Venezuela. It's about the struggle of a one-armed man trying to reconnect with his lost limb. All right? Extremely funny, very heartfelt. Then we have Sycophant, which the team over at Splattercast, if you've ever heard of them or not, put together a film. Metamorphosis, Jonathan Riles, Happily Ever After. Happily Ever After is his name's Kabi, right? He's an African-American film student that goes to Mount University, and this kid is just beyond amazing. Like, his bio will bring you to tears. It's something that's like, I grew up in this African village in somewhere, and I only dreamed of having a television. So when we moved to America, like, that was the only thing I did, and I'm just so thankful to be able to, like, he does a bunch of YouTube content. He does this,
and he has a film.
He has a film in
on
there
the big
now.
screen, not only on the TV, but
he's in the Akron Independent Horror Short Film Festival.
Love that story.
Yeah, so I mean, we've got 2 films from the Merkins, right? That are in.
Love the Merkins. Who doesn't love the Merkins?
Who doesn't love the Merkins? So yeah, we've got werewolves. We've got Jill-Tit lovers. There's one that is just mind-blowingly good. It's called Sweetest Day, all right, and it's a serial killer. You've seen like Valentine's Day and Friday the 13th, but it's a serial killer.
Well, if you're from Ohio,
perfectly, like,
you need
there's
Sweetest Day.
It's gore. There's ninjas. There's tennis. There's just everything that you could want within a horror film, and all of the films in this festival are of that entertainment value. There's some that have low production value, but they're great. They're fun. Everybody's going to have a great time at the Akron Independent Horror Short Film Festival.
You asked about the
micro screen?
Micro screen, yeah.
So we have 2 screens. The first screen is the main Civic Historic Atmospheric Auditorium, right? That starts at 6 p.m. We've got 20 films playing until 9:30ish when it starts. We also have in the night stage, right, a micro screen, and we have the same 5 films that are on repeat throughout the night. So if there's an intermission, if for some reason, for sensitive nature, people want to not go see a film or whatever, they can go to a separate area where we're showing these same micro films on a loop. The shortest film in the festival is 18 seconds long, right?
If you can tell a story in 18 seconds, then you are successful.
I don't know if it tells a story, but it's a fun time.
It's striking, right?
There's zombies and beheadings and a whole lot more in 18 seconds, right? So, yeah.
So I asked about the micro screen. I want to ask you one last question as we close. And guys, we appreciate you joining us today, and we hope that you get the deal of the season, $15 for an entire night of films, live entertainment, great information. But the value that maybe is unspoken is the opportunity to network. Because if you're interested in acting, filmmaking, lighting, sound, choreography, scoring,
100%.
This is the place to be at. So tell me a little bit about that aspect.
Yeah, so we have a filmmaker's mixer at 4:45 in the night stage until the film festival starts at 6. Everybody who is coming, filmmakers that are in the festival will be there, and I hope that I can speak for everybody when I say I want to meet new people. I want to learn about new talents. I want to invest in their projects, and I want them to invest back in mine when that time comes around. And I don't know if I said it or not, but every single film in this festival is a filmmaker from Ohio, right? And 80% of the films in this festival are people who live and work and are in the film industry within Northeast Ohio, right? So there's people from LA, whatever. No, it's all here in Ohio. So it's the perfect way to either meet some people in film or break into film yourself, because you make a casting call or who can help me with what, and sometimes it's like pulling teeth. So we need people, we need community to help each other with each other's projects, right?
Yeah. Well, we appreciate you putting your passion, spending endless hours. I know that there's a lot of, before anything ever happens, you spent hundreds of hours of connecting and inviting folks. And listen, if you guys join this weekend, you're the benefactor of all that hard work, and we appreciate you sharing the stories.
Thanks for coming out. It's it means a lot. I appreciate it
Yeah,
so much.
yeah.
So,
and guys, we appreciate you joining us. If you share, that would be your gift to us. We appreciate that. Thank you, Craig, for keeping an eye on it. Then next week,
Craig.
when you guys join us, we're going to have another location. We usually promote on Sunday, Monday. So if you're interested in joining, and again, anybody who wants to join the Facebook group 287, join. And we'd love to have you there, hearing about the creative stuff that's going on here in Ohio and specifically Northeast Ohio. We appreciate it.
bye. Thank
Bye.
you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.